Good afternoon. This is Dwight Kelly, and once again, we have a privilege and an honor to talk with a former coach and teacher by the name of Mr. Roosevelt Collins, who taught and coached at his alma mater. He was a student at New Roads High School over in New Roads, Louisiana. He graduated, later returned to coach at his alma mater, New Roads High, Rosenwald High School, as well as he spent a little time at Bachelor High School over there as a teacher and a coach. We have an opportunity to listen to his accurate and descriptive recall of his days as a student and a teacher and coach in the New Roads area. He has spent a good deal of time working with youth and being a coach, teacher, and this is really a treat. Dr. Russell Hill will be interviewing Coach Collins and certainly spend some time talking to him, asking him questions about those days and the hurdles they had to overcome in order to be successful and to help educate our youth over in the New Roads area back in the 50s, 60s, and early 70s. Take time to listen and enjoy this interesting and introspective interview.
Hello, Mr. Collins. How are you?
Pretty good.
Okay. Mr. Collins, I understood that you had the opportunity to attend Rosenwald High School as well as return as a coach. Am I correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Mr. Collins, will you give me just an idea of your background? Where did you grow up?
I grew up on across the river from New Roads.
And what was
little farm place they call Ventris, Louisiana.
Okay. You were from Ventris as well, just like Coach Kadar was.
Right.
Okay. Now, and I imagine you took a similar path after your, did you go to the DuPont school then?
No, I didn't go to the DuPont Elementary School. That was an elementary school about 6 miles from my house, called Ventris Elementary School.
Okay. Okay, and you went there until what grade?
I went there until 8th grade.
Oh, until 8th grade. What happened after 8th grade?
Well, after 8th grade, they had built a New Roads High School.
Mm-hmm.
It was called New Roads High School before Rosenwald.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I went there. So it was the New Roads High School.
What year did you go to New Roads High School?
Let me see. I graduated from that place in '55. So back 4 years. So in the '50s.
So probably 1951 that you went to New Roads High School.
Right.
Oh, okay. And do you have any idea of when New Roads High School began?
Well, it's probably a long story.
Please tell me.
Well, in the parish, there was already 6 high schools for white kids. 6 high schools,
Mm-hmm.
Five public and one Catholic. And during that time, I think they started talking about integration, voting and all of that.
Yeah.
And to keep us behind the track, so to speak.
Oh, okay. So
They decided to build New Roads High School.
Now, when was New Roads High School built? That's what I'm trying to establish.
Well, if I went there in let's say '51, it was about maybe a year or two before.
So we're talking about 1949, 1950.
48, 49, somewhere in that range.
Okay, 48 to 49 they built New Roads High School. Okay, and you, so you,
do a little research on that.
okay, so now at New Roads, will you describe your school activities at New Roads High School?
New Roads High School. Well, we had all the black kids, all the black kids from in Punkaby Parish
Oh, okay.
attended at New Roads High School. Had to travel far and wide.
Oh, okay. Now, let's try to go over the communities that New Roads High School, that comprise New Roads High School. Can we do that? We know about Ventress.
The communities,
Yes.
New Roads High School comprised the whole parish.
Yes, but there are communities in the parish, so I'm trying to highlight.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, Ventress, Louisiana, that area. New Roads, that area. Livonia, that area. Morganza.
What about Lottie? Lottie? Lottie?
Well, that's probably was included around New Roads. I'm assuming.
What about?
No. Lottie was where? Well, I'm assuming student from Lottie went to Livonia.
Okay.
I mean, it was in the Livonia area, so they came to Rosenwald.
Okay, and Valverda?
Valverda.
Okay.
Yeah, all in that area, right? Well, Valverda. And Morganza,
Yeah.
Bachelor,
Yeah. Okay.
Ennis, Lepswood, all the little
Okay.
communities in Punkaby Parish.
Oh,
That was
okay.
the only high school for black folks.
Oh, okay. And so now all of these communities help to establish New Roads High School.
Right.
Okay. Now, what type of facility, as far as structure, was New Roads High School? Was it brick or was it frame?
Oh, indeed. Just blank.
It was a frame, wood frame,
Just wood frame, right?
wood frame building. Okay. And about how will you give me an idea about how large this wood frame building was? About how many classrooms was in this wood frame building?
They had quite a few, because
You went.
we had.
Did you go
Yeah,
first
well,
first through 12th grades, or?
There was a little side building for first grade, second, third, fourth.
Mm-hmm.
I think it went from seven to 12.
7 through 12, and also on the campus that was first through 6. Am I correct?
Right. There was a little side building.
Okay, okay. And what color was the building? What
What color? The building was white.
It was white. It was white. And the roof was shingle, or was it tin?
Oh no, it was shingle as far as I could remember.
Shingles. Okay. And the color of the shingles were approximately what color was the shingle?
I'm assuming it was black.
Oh, okay.
It's still standing.
Oh, still stands.
Yeah, it's still there.
Oh, okay.
People live in there now, but it might be an apartment area now.
Oh, okay. So New Roads High School started in around 1948-49 era. And how long did it continue as New Roads High School?
How long it continued at New Road High School?
In other words, when did they build Rosenwald High School?
Let me see. After I graduated from New Roads High in '55, it was not built. So, and I went on to college.
Mm-hmm.
So it was built somewhere after year 55. After 55.
Oh, so it's built after 1955.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
as far as I could recall, because I
Okay.
graduated in '55 from New Roads.
Oh, okay. So it was built after 1955. And what was the construction of that particular building? Was it a brick veneer? Block?
Yeah, it was
Block with brick veneer?
It was brick veneer.
Oh,
A
okay.
whole lot of glass windows. The
Oh,
glass windows probably were cheap, I guess.
oh, okay. Okay. Now, when you were at the New Roads High School, did you participate in any athletics?
Yeah, when I was at New Roads High School, yeah, we had a basketball team there,
A basketball team. Oh, okay.
and probably a baseball,
Oh, okay.
but there was no football. We had a basketball team, but no gym for the black folks. All the white folks had big gyms, big legal-sized gyms.
Okay.
Make you mad.
Right.
And we had to play our games on the dirt
Okay.
floor.
Was that for the entire time
For the entire time
that you were there?
that I was there, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the gym didn't occur until after they built the new school. Am I correct?
Right. They built us, Rosenwald, they built us even though we had 2,000 students there. They built a small gym.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a regular sized gym like everybody else. They built something small.
Oh, okay.
They called it a matchbox.
Oh, okay. Now, did you play both sports, basketball and baseball, or did you play?
No, I played basketball on that date though.
Oh, okay. What position did you play?
I was forward.
Okay. Yeah. And who did you all play?
Oh boy.
I mean, you have an idea. I mean,
Yeah,
roughly.
well, back there we weren't classified as such. There was no such classification.
Mm-hmm.
So we played all the big schools.
Name some of the schools you can recall playing.
McKinley,
Mhm.
Capital,
Yeah.
Scotlandville.
Mm-hmm.
And we played all those black schools.
Oh, okay. Did you play any of the other schools? Or did you play T.A. Levy, Thomas A. Levy?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We
And
played. We played T.A. Levy
okay. Did you play IHS?
at Iberville. Yeah. Right.
Okay. And Cohen High, Newport Allen?
At Corn High. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. What about Northwestern? Did you all play Northwestern High School?
In the back of my mind, yeah, we played Northwestern.
What about Cheneyville?
Caneyville, yeah, right.
Oh, okay. What about Dawson?
Yeah, I guess
John.
getting ready. Yeah, that
Okay.
rings a bell too.
Okay, East High in Clinton. Do you recall playing them?
I don't recall us crossing the river to
Oh, okay.
go to Clinton.
Oh,
But
okay.
we played Boston of Lake Charles.
Oh, okay. Boston Lake Charles. What about, did you play J.S. Clark of Opelousas?
No, I can't recall.
Mhm.
Maybe so, you know.
Oh, okay.
But wherever during that time, wherever black folks could schedule a game, that's who we play, you know.
Oh, okay. Now, when you were at New Roads High School, do you recall the names of any of your teachers and what they taught?
New Roads High School, yeah, and
I know that's asking a lot, but if you could, you know, if you remember any of your teachers.
any of my teachers.
Well, let's start with, who was your coach? Who was the coach of your basketball
Well,
team?
During that time, it was Coach Ridley,
Coach Ridley was the coach of the basketball team.
basketball team.
Who was the coach of the baseball team?
I can't recall.
Oh, okay. Do you recall who taught you English?
Okay, English. Okay, yeah, I can recall who taught me English because after I graduated from college, went back to work at Rosenwald High School with with many of the same teachers that taught me at New Roads.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, the English was Audrey Douglas.
Okay. What about mathematics?
Mathematics was Yvonne Celestin.
Okay. History? That you.
History was Ridley.
Oh, okay.
Coach Ridley.
Okay. And what about in the science courses? Biology?
Biology was a man named Cleveland Baptiste.
Okay. Okay. And did you take shop?
Oh no, we didn't have that.
You didn't have industrial arts or anything like that?
No, and they didn't give us. They give us the bare minimum.
Oh, okay. So, when did you graduated from Rosenwald High School in what year?
From New Roads High School.
I'm sorry, New Roads High School. What year was that?
55.
1955. Where did you go to college?
Well, I went to Southern.
You went to Southern. Okay. And you finished in what year?
I finished in 59-60.
Okay. Oh, 59-60. And then you did what?
Then I was offered a job by the supervisor of schools, a bachelor. I was offered a job by the supervisor who was the son of the daddy that we sharecrop for, the white man that we sharecrop for on Ventures.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you went to, where did you start teaching?
You say when?
Where and where?
Oh, yeah. I started at Bachelor High School.
Okay, they had built Bachelor High School then.
All right.
Okay. Do you have an approximate year that they built that Bachelor High School?
Well, it was somewhere not too far from when they built Rosenwald, you know, because
Oh.
within those 4 years.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's fair. And how long did you stay at Bachelor before you moved to Rosenwald?
I did about a year.
Okay. And
Because
okay.
because the lady who was the principal at New Roads High School wanted she became the principal at Rosenwald High School,
Mm-hmm.
and she remembered old student,
Okay. Okay. That's fair.
So
Right.
after about a year at Bachelor, I was transferred to Roosevelt.
Okay. What subjects did you teach at Bachelor High School?
At Bachelor it was the social studies.
Oh, okay.
In the social studies, what I could remember real good is the Louisiana history class.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you came to Rosenwald, and what did you teach there?
Came to Rosenwald. World history, government, civics, social studies area.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I understand you coached the junior varsity basketball team?
They wouldn't hire anybody to coach at one point in time. They wouldn't hire anybody, and principal wanted to engage give the youngsters something to do, and so I just volunteered to do it with no pay.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep. And how long did you remain the junior varsity basketball coach?
About.
Were you there when Rosenwald High School closed?
Well, yeah, when Roosevelt High School closed, yeah, I was there.
Okay.
I coached junior. If I could recall, about 4 years from the top of my head. Maybe.
Okay. So you were there when you were there when Rosenwald High School closed in about 69-70 school session?
No, Roosevelt High School did not close in 69. Roosevelt High School closed more like 88, 89.
Oh, 1989? I wasn't aware of that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause there was still, parish was under the decree,
Mm-hmm.
segregation decree, and they went on and built Central High School about 10 miles going north on the LA1 in the parish.
Uh-huh. So Rosenwald functioned as a high school until 1989, you're telling me?
Roosevelt, yeah, it functioned as a high school until at least 89, because
Okay.
89, that's the year my basketball team went to the state finals. I always remember that.
Okay.
At LSU, and we lost in the final game to I think it was St. Louis High School, upstate there somewhere.
Oh, okay. Good. What is the most notable things you can recall from being at Rosenwald High School?
Which may not be good, but Rosenwald, we had around 2,000 kids there. No lunchroom. Every class was, well, I'm just going to say about every class had more students in the class than there was space in that yearbook. Not yearbook, the teacher roll book.
Yeah.
They have a certain number.
Yeah. So you would estimate about how many students would pile into a classroom from what you're...
35.
35. Okay.
40.
Oh, okay.
It was a lot. When they served meal there, said there was no lunchroom, they
Okay.
There was something back there.
Okay. Are there any other instances like that you can recall?
Oh, I mean, well, at Bachelor was the same way. I mean, they fed everybody in the gym. They had to put up tables every day over there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they didn't give us too much.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what type of activities did Rosenwald High School have? Well, first let's do New Roads High School. Did New Roads High School have a band?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford the band.
What about Rosenwald High School? Did they have a band?
Yeah, Roosevelt had a band. The band person was a fellow they called, when I went there, it was Bobby Yee. Bobby Yee at that time.
What was his name again?
Bobby Yee. B-A-R-B-I-E or something like that. I can't
Okay.
recall spelling it now.
Okay. And the band started with. Did the band start when the school was built, or did the band start sometime afterwards?
The band started afterward.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, let's go to Rosenwald High School. Did Rosenwald High School have a gym? Have a gym? You said it was small. Did they have?
No. As I repeat earlier, we played our basketball game one date.
Okay. Now, Rosenwald High School, though, they had a gym. You said.
Yeah, we had a
small gym. Okay. Did you have a cafeteria there?
Later on, they built a cafeteria.
Okay. Okay.
Later on, they built a cafeteria with room for students to eat there.
Okay.
But they had the kitchen and all was connected to the gym where they just served people in the gym space.
Okay. Did you have an industrial arts department at Rosenwald High School?
Yeah, we had an industrial arts department.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Roland Roberts, teaching. Well, this was agriculture, industrial art together, something like that,
Oh, okay. Were there any other memorable things about Rosenwald High School that you could talk about? Who was your principal? Who was the principal of Rosenwald High School?
Well, in the beginning, it is Luberta Anderson.
Okay.
After Luberta Anderson, you had Mr. Edwards. We call him. I've forgotten his first name already.
Okay.
Mr. Edwards. After that, we had. I'm gonna leave somebody out a bit. Mr. Edwards. We had a Mr. Joseph was the principal there also at one point in time.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now, do you recall any of the members of Rosenwald High School going beyond Rosenwald to greatness? Do you recall some of the students that you might do offhand? I know you had Coach Roger Cador.
Well, we have a lot of good students that went off and doing pretty good in the classroom and elsewhere.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for the interview. You have shared a lot of information on the history of Rosenwald High School. And thank you very much. You did quite well. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
Okay, bye.